Okay, so I just found out that Death Note's been taken down from Funimation, so I had to go find it somewhere else in a way that I could do a reaction. But, did a little bit of searching, found what I needed, so we're still good to make it through these last few episodes. You can only imagine, like, kind of the weird little bit of panic I felt when I thought, oh, jeez, I've come this close to the end, and they pulled it off Funimation. But anyway, I guess more and more stuff's going to come off Funimation with the merger with Crunchyroll, so it's only a matter of time till there probably is no Funimation. But for now, well, let's just stay focused on getting through these final handful of episodes of Death Note and seeing exactly what happens to Light Yagami at the end of this epic tale. And of course, during the OP, I do like to remind folks that I have a Patreon now, and I know a lot of you are already familiar with the Patreon. You've already checked it out, or maybe you're already members even. But if you haven't, or if maybe you didn't even know that it was there, well, there is a link in the video description. Please feel free to click on it, check it out. We would love to have you over there as a patron. All right, so here we are back with this mysterious guy that kind of showed up with the Death Note. I didn't have any idea who he was. In fact, I thought that my old mind had finally been blown because I just didn't know this guy. But it turned out he was a new character introduced in the final, 9% of the series. Oh, they're explaining more about who this guy is. A strong sense of justice. Oh, so here he is a younger guy in his glasses. And his name is Teru, which is almost like true. They keep these interesting names up. Oh, continually witness death. What's going on here? He's got like a name tag. Like, is it his job to witness death? Selection is the name of the episode. So, I mean, obviously, when we're dealing with the Death Note, you're selecting who to die, right? Or are you selecting who gets to be a Death Note wielder and work with the Shinigami? So are we going to... It'd be nice getting a whole episode to give us insight into Teru, but it also feels like late in the game for a new player to come on the field, so to speak. If you'll accept my apology for what might be a poorly constructed sports analogy. All right. So he looks just like a company man, riding the bus to work. Oh, are those kids being playful, or is that bullying we see? Yeah, I think that's full-on bullying. Oh, Teru sees the world in black and white. That's always a sign of a person who could be trouble. Yeah, humans fall into two groups, good and evil. No in between, no fluidity in morality, no different points of view. There's only absolute morality. Oh, so he was the class president. That's why he had that thing. Okay, class representative, whatever the term is. Oh, bullying going on back at the old elementary school. As long as there have been at least two children in the same room, there's probably been bullying, unfortunately. But it looks like he's willing to step in and try to sort of bear that cross, carry the weight of the bullying on his own back to help spare others. Very self-sacrificial to help this young man out. But maybe that's how he got elected class representative. He's selfless. Maybe every once in a blue moon, it works out well. But from the time he was a child, he had this rigid morality, which makes one perfect to be an acolyte of light. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a grown man on a bus touching somebody else's kid, right? That can't lead to any misunderstanding or trouble. Oh, so he's telling how the rules, the law of the jungle amongst children in middle school might be different in the adult world. Oh, wow. He continues to get those glasses punched off of him. The older he gets, the more enemies he has to face, and also the bigger and more violent they become. Even friends turned into enemies? Yikes. So I guess it was a yearbook. But yeah, he was baked in the perfect oven of childhood to step into this story. Oh, and he's a mama's boy. This reminds me of the character now suddenly of Cyril in the latest Andor show on Disney+. She's asking him to stop standing up for others, but that's just who he is. Yeah, telling him no matter how many times you get beaten up, it's not going to change the world, so quit trying. Makes him kind of lose... Yeah, he says his mother was a person who should not have existed. He was disappointed with his mother's philosophy of quit looking for trouble. Oh, wow. So his enemies died in a car crash? Oh, that's starting to look awful suspicious. Oh, his mom got killed by the bullies in their car crash. Oh, that will turn somebody into the rigid, cold-blooded killer that Light needs. Oh my, I can't even blame the guy. I can't even blame the guy after seeing this. This is how monsters are made, people. That's why you have to treat others with respect. You gotta treat people with respect. I'm just telling you. You just make the world horrible. You've created a monster here. The, hypothetical you, not you. Okay. Okay, so they've done a good job of convincing me why he would be so eager to step into the role of using the Death Note and why he's such a good fit for it. Now I want to see how he ever met Light in the first place and how Light understood all this. Maybe he sent like a fan letter to Kira and Dimigawa got him in touch. Oh wow, like children maybe you can reform, the adults are a lost cause, they can only be deleted. Yeah, he's definitely got that mindset. That is odd. Like, was the Shinigami working with him against his knowledge? Somehow was Light just lining up with those people that he wanted to die? Were they both identifying the same, quote, evildoers? Oh! Oh, he became a prosecutor! That's a twist I didn't see. And that's like a legal way to pursue the same thing Kira is pursuing. And also, you'll see many people argue that prosecutors sometimes become blind to what's fair in their rigid morality. So this is a nice, oh my goodness, this works on a couple different levels. I'm loving this. The divine justice, all these people he is trying to prosecute, they're getting off on technicalities, making him mad. They end up dying because of Kira. So now he loves Kira just like Misa did for, getting back with the people who killed her parents. And it does kind of make sense that a really, really like, I don't know what the right term is, but a guy who's really, really indoctrinated to being a prosecutor would love Kira. So here, I still don't know how he and Kira made that connection. It's like Kira found him. Maybe Ryuk helped him find him. But it showed how he got those red eyes to show he's using the Death Note. Delete. I like how he uses that term. Delete. I can only delete them. Gives him his own unique flair there. Still don't quite understand how he was identified by Light, though. Cool character, this prosecutor. Late into the game, but interesting just the same. In fact, I think I could use a little injection of interesting here. But I like this, that the instincts from his underling, Mikami there, they kind of match up with his own instincts. And without any information, he acts on his own. And this guy here, Mikami here, he knows that Kira's being watched. He seems to have an understanding of the situation. Also seems a little convenient, though, that this wasn't like the breadcrumbs weren't set down for this guy to pop up along the way. Maybe they were, if I rewatched, but I don't feel like they were. Feels a little Deus Ex Machina, And I got no problem with Deus Ex Machina. Don't interpret that the wrong way. That's just how it feels. Like it wasn't part of the idea from the beginning. Oh, so she's stepping up to be the spokesperson with Dimigawa gone. Taki is her name. She's a pretty lady, She's a pretty lady, so some of these fellas like her. Oh, it's a girl from when Light's college days. Weren't they like 2 weeks ago? I don't know how much time has gone by in this show. I guess he was locked up for at least 30 days, right? But yeah, sometimes when I watch any show, not just this show, but any show, time compression will not be something I relate to very well. I gotta say, she is a little bit easier on the eyes than Dimigawa was. Everybody's beautiful in their own way, but Dimigawa is a little too Teddy Roosevelt for my taste. Oh, he's identifying her rigid morality as well. They found their own little Nancy Grace in the world of Death Note, the Japanese Nancy Grace. I think she's a good choice for spokesperson. Just overall good for public relations, I suppose. Not as overbearing as Dimigawa was, which can be more dangerous in the long run, right? Oh, but that guy did recognize her from when Light was in college. Okay, I get it. I forget sometimes that they don't know Light's Kira. So when they made that observation, the significance of it went over my head briefly. Yeah, now he's identifying that he knows her. So it's not like he's trying to hide it. Good, he's puzzling the guy. He's puzzling the guy because he's not trying to hide anything. Or, it's the old cliche goes, hiding it in plain sight. Oh, Wow, so he's talking about targeting Taki, the new spokeslady, to get to Kira. I'm starting to feel like Light is just sowing chaos at this point. I feel like he doesn't have what I would call a defined linear plan. Of course, I get burned sometimes for underestimating Light. I don't like him, so I want to see the worst in him. But it is feeling like he's just being kind of chaotic here. Just trying to make people off balance and throw him off his trail, but not really pursuing a clear end game. Of course, as it unfolds, I'll probably be shown just how wrong I am. I'll be eating a little bit of a crow there. Okay. So he's laying out his plan to them on how to get work from Taki, but I feel like he's already got the inside track on Taki. So I'm not sure that this complicated charade is necessary, but I haven't seen what he's going to do with it yet either. Oh, this guy's, suspicious for good reason, but still, he's the character whose job it is to be super suspicious, so letting him eavesdrop on the phone call, well, if he's letting you eavesdrop, you're not going to get anything of note out of it. So I guess the best thing eavesdropping can do is to keep you from passing things to Taki you don't want passed. Okay. Oh, so she remembers him from college again. I was like, oh, it was her tale when she recognized his name, but they went to college together. So how close were they in college? We're going to find out as he asks for this favor. Okay, so there's the disconnect between Light and her, because I think I can read her pretty well. And she's not given any tells that she has talked to him since college. So she's been working with the other dude. What's his name? Is he asking her out on a date? Oh, asking her for a job. The way that conversation went, I thought if he asks her for a date, Misa's going to get angry. Oh, we're getting a little bit of her inner dialogue there just a moment ago, too. Her thought process, which I think is further revealing that she may be the voice of Kira, but she doesn't know Light's role in the whole Kira concoction. Oh, boy. This could all go sideways real quick if Misa sees him meeting with this pretty lady in a hotel room that he knows from college. And if she can get her hands on a death note, it may not be good for Taki. Okay. Oh, so he was talking about Misa doesn't have the brains to be his partner. Oh boy. This is gonna go bad. Oh, what's this little spy device under her chair? Oh, that's because Mello's keeping a watch on Misa. Oh, now, I don't want to call Misa stupid, but it's kind of the front she's putting on. She's playing a little bit of a character for the public. But it's interesting that he's got this other Taki lady that he's working with suddenly. Misa would be jealous. Mello's spying on Misa. A whole lot of things are about to come together at once. We got this, once again, this prosecutor. See what he's going to do. The voice of God, essentially. Oh, wow. If your existence is a threat, you're done. So now she's redefining evil to include apathy and sloth. And not doing good is the equivalent of doing bad, essentially. Oh, and he's getting a little upset with Mikami now. So let's see what he says to Mikami. And making any kind of contact with anybody right now seems like super, super risky. I mean, it's always been, but it seems extra risky now with the suspicious dude in his squad. And with Mello watching Misa. I don't even know what Mello's goal is in all this. As far as I can tell, Misa's only goal is just to satisfy Light, which always upsets me. And if there's not some kind of anger and rage and misunderstanding that comes out of this clandestine meeting in the hotel room, I'll be a little disappointed. Wearing the old fancy suit, too. He knows what he's doing. He's not looking scruffy. I bet you he smells wonderful. He's got his Drakkar Noir on. They're watching in awe. What a playa. Oh boy, he's laying it on thick. Breaking out the old vitamin light. The old love potion number light. Spitting game. That's what we used to say back in the late 90s. Spitting game. I was much better at the spitting part than the game, I gotta tell you. I can talk. As evidenced here, I can talk nonstop. But what I have to say is not so interesting. Ooh, just getting a call. Is it Misa? Oh, it's Kira! Oh, getting a call from Kira while she's in the room with Light definitely gets Light off the hook while he's being surveilled. But it might caused some confusion there with her, though. Okay, so he needs to talk to Mikami. Mikami's on the phone. Oh, but how's he going to play this? Oh, interesting. Mikami's asking to speak to Light. So let's see how this conversation goes. Oh, he's loving Mikami's instincts here in this situation. Oh boy, he's going to talk to Kira. Like Yagami. Oh, November 26th! That's today! It said November 26th. And I'm recording this on November 26th, totally by accident. I'm loving it. All right, best episode ever. If every episode I watched happened to have the date of the day I'm watching it, I'm a sucker. That's all you gotta do to impress me. Oh, Sakura TV. What's going on TV? What's going on TV? Come on. Whoa, who's this guy? Oh, people are dying? All people are dying? Oh my goodness. Oh, I like that. The video communication so that he can hear on the phone, but it doesn't matter if he, oh, this is great. He's getting all the devices out so that he can talk without them spying on him, playing it off as what Kira wants. This is great. Oh, he just straight up told Taki who he is, but she's on the phone with the guy she knows is Kira. So is she going to believe him? What's going on here? Does she believe him? Like at this point in the world, there are probably lots of false Kiras, like saying I'm Kira that aren't. It's just a cool thing to get attention. So does she not need proof of some sort? Mikami. Okay. All right. So now is it when he gets into the middle of a constructed Kira love triangle? Oh, wow. This is all like too good to be true. She says it right there. Because she kind of, had a little hankering for some light. She wouldn't leave the light on, turn the light on, if you know what I mean. But now that the light is also the Kira, she's going to turn it on even more? I don't know. I didn't know where to go with that. Sorry, guys. Never claimed to be the cleverest. Oh, boy. This game, it's just so stupid it's genius, right? So stupid it's genius the way he's going to meet with the person he needs to meet with. Looking for Kira, even though he is Kira. You won't find nothing because you are something, Gotta admit, I liked it. I've been a little flat, ever since Elle was off the show. We even had a little brief discussion in the comments of one of the episodes. Like, once Elle was gone, I really became much, much less engaged with the story. But now, catching myself being pulled back in. Still hate Light, but gotta admire at how well he's playing this game. He's making the story interesting. I was really, really concerned about poor storytelling introducing this new Mikami character so late in the game, but it's working out okay. They're using it as a storytelling tool. This new lady, this new voice piece, Taki, yet another person obsessed with Kira. But whereas Misa is the idol, sort of the fun, bubbly, populist entertainer, well, we've got Taki, who's more like a news personality, maybe to be taken a little bit more seriously. Though it doesn't necessarily reflect true intellect, whether one is a pop star or a news person. It sort of conveys the intellectual image more when you're the news person. So it's interesting to kind of see this playoff between these two opposite women who both seem really into Light, but even more into Kira, even though Misa kind of pulled back a little on her knowledge. I don't know when or how or why or whatever, but I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be a little bit of butting of heads between Misa and Taki here before it's all said and done. But if not, it won't be the first time nor the last time that I've been wrong in trying to anticipate what's going on this story. But with that, I'm just going to say we're getting closer. I want to see the big finale. People told me those last 2 episodes are something to behold, and I can't wait to get there. And with that, I'm going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.